Okay, so we had finished asanas. Oh, we're actually right at the end of asanas. We're doing the yog nidra. Yeah, shavasana with yog nidra. Okay, so I'll just continue. Okay, so we were at the place of the what I was describing was what I was describing. So the saman and then the udan. So the fluidity of the body. The fifth type of prana is called Vyan. Vyan is the structure, the solid. I've described the electrical part, the physiological, the biological, the chemical combustion. Then there's the nerve, the subtle nerve component. All that is within the body is run through what's called the Vyan component of it. Okay. Now breathe again. This time, so breath itself, as I said, we control about 10%, 90% is subconscious. Yoga teaches you to go extra bit. So if you get only up to 30, 40%, the efficiency increases much, much higher. So you become more healthier. Then there are five uprans called Nath, Kurma, Karikal, Devdat, Dhananjay, and they are to do with food movement, peristalsis, the juice secretion in your tummy, eyelid movement, birth process, all these things happens from. So there are 10 type of pranas, pran shaktis. If you learn it slowly, you can utilize for yourself for focused healing of your body. Now, the dusra component, the second part that makes us live is food and drinks. Okay. Now, go deep again to understand why just putting food in your mouth is not sufficient. We are not machines that you are running and you're throwing food in your mouth and the body will be okay. No, this is a living, conscious, emotional system. There is awareness, there is responsibility of what you put inside. It's not a motor mower, yeah? Just put some gas in and it will just do the mowing for you. It's not as simple as that. Board is much more complicated. But again, because of the freedom, you have the choice of what you put in your mouth. That's why you're given brain, intelligence to understand what should go in your mouth. Are you really wanting to make your body a symmetry, or like you are a place of putting dead animals in yourself? You have to think like that because you are a human. You don't have to believe in ideologies of this faith or that faith. You have to become conscious and knowledgeable to know what is right to do. That's called dharma. Hindu Sanatan Dharam is not set of rituals and these things, it's righteousness. Dharma means righteousness. Do the right thing. So for that, use your intellect. Nobody should tell you. You should slowly, gradually in your life realize, are you killing 80 billion animals a day to just feed the tongues and the taste of people? With all the consequences of climate change or the soil disturbance or the nature that the space that it requires, cows and woolies are not the thing. They only keep those things. What happens behind that is the problem. And then always it's in the darkness. You've ever been to, say, if you go towards, Marsden Park, Feda, how does the vegetable farms look? They're beauty to your eyes, yeah? They look beautiful to you. They're lovely. But why do you never go to a butcher place? Something stops you to watch a butcher place. You want to hide it. People who learn to start killing animals go through a systemic learning very young age. If you look at the other fights that they do, they teach their children very young age how to kill initially a chicken, then a goat, then comes cow and other things, then humans. So it's a learner thing. Human beings are the most only species on earth that can be trained to do anything. Animals, plants don't do that thing. Birds don't do that thing. They are playing, they have limited knowledge, that's what they do. But human, because they have this potential to do anything, they can be trained very early in life or whatever you want to do in life, okay, later on. So be conscious when you become even older, at least you have the knowledge now, what you put in your mouth matters. Your digestion, you get 32 teeth for a reason to chew the food, not to drink it all the time. So learn how to chew, learn how to do colored food, seasonal foods, whatever fruit is in the season, eat that. That's a simple rule to know the right food that you should be eating what time of the year, whatever is in the season, not out of season packed stuff, bring it in and then eat it out of season. I don't know why human beings don't understand the rule of the nature is already there, but they don't realize it. They will change and break it by bringing cartons and cartons of things which is out of season and eat it. You need to eat what is within that 6 phases or the climate that is there. So observe as food goes down, your food pipe. Learn about the stomach. It's your body. It's not a doctor's responsibility only to teach you. Your body, you have to know the 38 trillion bacteria in your tummy. You need to make sure you look after that bacteria. The bacteria only lives on foods like gobi, fermented foods, green vegetables, fermented foods, legumes. Doesn't live on any meat. Doesn't live on soda. Doesn't live on alcohol. Okay, so be conscious. So your gut lining has 70% of your immune system. If you don't look after your gut health, your immune system goes down. That's why people start getting diseases as they grow older, because it takes 15, 20, 25 years of bad habit to remove all the immune cells in your body. It's like smoking. For 15, 20 years, you get cancer or anything. It takes time. So just be aware. The good feeling hormones are directly related to your stomach as well, through nerve system to the brain. And that's why the Western world has taken advantage of this and then made the food and drinks into a social event. So you can't have a social event. You can see most, even Fiji Indians, they can't have a social evening without meat and drinks. They think it is wrong to have a normal sitting at home if there is no meat and alcohol, because we've been fed that from 1970s. That brain has been changed by our father's generation when the meat and things started coming in. That it is because TV and radio started telling you that you can only have a party if you have beer, or if you can have only a party if you have fat veg lamb chop, or if you kill some animal. So this is a learned behavior. It was not our culture. But that was by the Western culture because they want to make profit. It's a business. And a lot of people are just completely dumb. They don't understand. The most sad part is harming your body, causing diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, cancer. So now bring your attention to the sides of your tummy. There are kidneys, the organs which excrete your toxins of your body. You need to look after these things. They are 100% subconscious. You don't have zero control on it. At least food and breathing, you have a little bit control. Excretory functions, you can't do anything. You have to do yogic exercises, the pranayama, to make sure your kidney is healthy. Make sure you drink a lot of water to make sure it filters the blood properly. Make sure you take responsibility of your breath, what gases you are taking out. That's why you need to do yajna at your home. Every home should do havan yaj every day. Animals, if they go and do shit and stuff, they take responsibility to look after it. Ours, okay, we got sewage system, toilet is looked after, urine is looked after. But what about your breath? That's why yajna needs to be done. And it is a paropkarite. It is expresses gratitude to the creator with yajna, plus you are burning very positive things which goes to your neighbor and your community. So you are expressing or doing good deeds, which is with nishkam karam hota hai, nishkam karam. But if you don't do it, and then we say we are suffering and God, you are very unkind to us, in the first place, we are not doing the right thing. So how can you even blame God for anything? This is the rules. These are the therapeutic values. Okay, so breathe again. Bring your attention to the fingertips, to your wrist, to your elbow, to the shoulder, to the back of your neck. 33 vertebrae are there. 33 crores बोलते हैं ना हम कि हमारे 33 crore देवती देवता 33 vertebrae hai. These are the things which are directly responsible for your awareness inside your body, and it connects to God. They are the vertebral column. They are hold this energy source. Keep going down to your bum area, back of your thigh, back of your knee, back of your calf. Go to the heel. Come to the sole of your feet, to the toes. Come in the front, the ankles, calf, knee, thighs, to the pelvic area. Stay on the left side. Concentrate. Observe the moon. So moon, Ekadasi, Krishan Paksh, Shukal Paksh, everything you need to observe because it has a direct impact on your Ida, nervous system, that 33 cortism, we talk about the spinal cord, Ida, there is a nerve structure which runs that energy through your body. On the right side, it's called Pingla. So the position of moon and sun. It's not only to be talked about and just prayed in a dissociated manner. It is part of your body. You have to observe that sun component, what it does to the pingla is your pituitary gland or master gland secretes hormones in your body. It's called vasopressin. It dilates your blood vessels at a physical level, procreation. At a more subtle level, if you know how to dilate your vessels in your lung, you get proper oxygen and you get connection to your deep subconscious of your mind, so you can achieve wisdom, health, and whatever you want, and money. And at the most deepest level, at Karan Shari level, if you dilate pituitary gland with pineal gland, you have direct connection to the Brahman, Atma's connection to the Paramatma. That's how it works, the position of sun in your body. So pituitary gland, pineal gland, thyroid gland, thymus, bone marrow, mada, maja, asti. They say heal yourself by stimulating your stem cells, the reserves of it. So adrenal glands are balanced. You're not secreting cortisol day and night. That is what causes all the diseases. So yoga stimulates what's called vasovagal tone, vagus nerve in your brain. It gives beauty to your face. It gives you a nice speech to yourself. People want to listen to you. Whatever you say is powerful. It comes through them. Your throat. Yeah? Your heart, the flow of your food, your pancreas, your gallbladder, your stomach, the juice. All this that is secreted is purified in that manner. Now take your attention to the two eyes of yourself. Look at your two eyes. What are you watching day and night? Take your attention to the two ears. What are you listening? To your nostrils. What are you smelling? To your tongue. What are you tasting? Go deep to yourself. You don't have to listen, answer anyone. You do to yourself. And then your hands, your feet, your reproductive organs, your excretory organs, your speech. These are the antennas to the body. So this is what makes you. Your mind makes your body. Your food makes your body. And then the mind is the controller of it. These are the antennas, what controls it. And unfortunately, we don't know ourselves. We are slaves to our senses. We don't know. We think we know ourselves. That's where the ego rules. Then you become hurt very quickly if someone says anything. If you are beyond it, if you know yourself, you wouldn't get hurt by people's comment. You won't get assessed by someone saying how you look or anything. No, because you know you are not that person. You are something beyond that. So awareness is very, very important. So take your attention to the tailbone where we started. Observe. So learn to get out of this survival mode. Survival mode you are digging a hole for yourself. It's like a grave. You have to come out of the addictions, swadhisthana, of small sensual senses. If you do that too, then you have enough energy and to make enough money for yourself and for other people, poor people and others. Then we'll have abundance of money, because that's how Lakshmi or Vishnu Saru action starts happening at your belly button level, which is Manipur. Then you get abundance of material wealth. If you are happy materially, then truly you can become compassionate. See how the rich people of the world suddenly decide after, say, Steve Jobs, he passed away in the end, and now the Microsoft owner and others, okay? They're giving lots of money, but they're not truthful. They are trying to save tax by doing that's okay, at least you are helping. But if they grew apart from only in physical level, material level, by adhyatmic or spiritual level, then they become sincere about it, okay? Then your heart starts expressing in a language which is coherent to the universal language. God talks through love only. Okay, there's love only. That's the only level of communication and true love, true sense. So you're talking, your other thing, your brain, it keeps on moving up and beyond. So beyond all these physical things, there is mental connection. There is called Sukshma Sharir, astral body. Now you can take yourself out of your body and from the ceiling look at this body. This is like a physical body only. Now take yourself further up to the International Space Station. Start observing the Earth is spinning. It's like spinning 22,000 seconds. And you realize that you can't be still, you can't be stagnant in life. You have to move with time.
Susie Paris.
So keep following. Now you can observe the position of the moon, like 384,000 kilometers from Earth. So 108 times, why we say because 108 is the number. If you multiply the diameter of the moon by 108 times, that's a distance to 384,000 kilometers. If you multiply 108 times the diameter of Earth, gives you the diameter of the sun. And if you multiply 108 times the diameter of the sun, that is 153 million kilometers distance from Earth to sun. So it takes about 8 minutes for sun to reach Earth. So this is why you use that 108 number of why we say Gayatri Jap or whatever jap you do is very powerful in that way. So understand the meaning and significance of what we do and what our rishis and sages, why they wrote all these things. They have meaning about it. Now observe what's called the Milky Way or Akash Ganga, the planetary system. So after the physical body, at the astral body, you have the power to actually connect to the universe, because the abundance and the pranic shakti comes from beyond there. Not only at this level, you have to be able to feel the presence of that energy. So you are what's called Hiranyagarbha or Virat. We had Makar Santi, we celebrated how the earth shifts from Capricorn from the zodiac into Capricorn. So from March to April is the most pure time of the year. If you want to obtain something in life, you want to make some goals, do it at this time, because the movement of the earth itself in context of the Milky Way is very powerful. So Makar Santi. So we celebrate, Ram Navami. Lots of things happen this time. New Year happens, Hindu New Year happens. Because at this time, there is that power of movement of the planets. It's astronomy. It's not astrology like this of behavior, belief only. It's actually science in this. So what's called nowadays, we give names to this, say, Alpha Centauri, or what's called Event Horizon. So it's fourth dimension, basically, living from 3 dimensions that we are, ego and other things control us. If you become truly knowledgeable of what we are talking through and doing the exercises so far, lifts you beyond time and space. And if you reach that space, then you're beyond this kind of slavery to your body or to your mind. You are the master of your body, because time and space is a creation and the human creation. It's actually, if you go beyond this, there's time dilation even. You can live for much, much longer times. Say, oh, you are on the second planet. You'll be only 20 years at 15 years if you went there. And at the earth, your friends will be 65 years by that time. So there's a time dilation. There's this, there's the energy, the particles are in energy form, mass is in energy form. So you have to understand, have the knowledge of this, because you are not limited to what you are, you think as a physical body, you are, have the power of beyond this. And once you start tapping into, then you can get the fulfillment of what a human life should be. And beyond that, it's called cosmic horizon. It's about 50 trillion years from the Earth. Then there's there's nothingness there. So what we see is about what's called light matter is only about 20%. Dark matter is about another 30% at max. The rest is what's called dark energy, and Rig Veda describes this in Rig Veda. The Sadhya Sutta describes this thing. So letting into being in solitude, in silence, and eventually in nothingness, which is that thing, dark energy, is where the abundance is. So why I take you through the journey of this, all these things from what I've been doing, is to understand when you reach infinity, understand infinity, either in the presence of being smallest to smallest or the largest to largest, there is nothingness. In that nothingness lies every types of power. It's called quantum mechanics, quantum energy, quantum coherence. That language is only through your heart. So when we pray, that's what we are trying to reach. But this is the explanation of it according to deep human Hindu religion. That's how you can connect. So when you reach that stage of nothingness, then everything is abundant. When you are at that stage, you are in electromagnetic frequencies. And that is the language of communication with the creator of God, not actions at a physical level. Okay, so if that is where you'll reach, then there is no limit to your health, wealth, anything that you want. Everything is available, but you need to communicate at that level. So stages, there are stages through which we go through. Nothing is wrong, but you need to just keep moving on it. So breathe deeply through your nose. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Come and sit now. So Yoga Nidra is a mechanism of actually what's called active sleep. Okay, so yogic sleep is this way, like you are going into your subconscious while you sleep for 7-8 hours, which is a must for every single person who doesn't know how to actually tap into yourself. Then you go through this path anyway. You go through these different stages of sleep. Okay, so from your brain goes from beta to alpha to theta to delta. All this thing happens in your sleep. Your physical body is asleep, but your inner mind is not at sleep. So Yoga Nidra, this action and this part that we did is basically active sleep. So by doing that, you can actually cut out or make yourself healthier by being awake. That is the purpose of sleep, to heal. But most people can't sleep well because their mind is not well. They don't know the right things to do in life anyway. So even the 7 to 8 hours is not a sleep. You are not going through the process. But by doing these exercises, eventually you will become aware and conscious at a daily level while you are awake. You are not only healing yourself, but you are progressing as a human being to achieve the bigger goals of life, apart from just being like my cat, my dog, which are with me. They're the most disciplined yogic, my yogic friends. They're always here, 2 hours, they will be doing it. None of my family members even can make that much, or my friends can make it, but these two will do it. So the thing about is, the question, you have to learn to ask questions of real meaning of life. Then only you can go this deep. If you don't ask questions, and events and actions in our life happen for this reason. Don't take it wrongly. If something goes wrong in your life, it's just a knock on yourself to come on as a human, somebody is gracious enough that God telling you, you have misled yourself too long in your life. Come on, please get back into line. There's still time in your life to follow what is the purpose of being a human being, not only eating, sleeping, merrymaking. That's not that my dog, cat, and everything does it. That's not. Okay, so we did asanas, we did your nidra. Now to move your energy from Muladhara, we went to the Swadhisthana, we went to Manipur, and took it up to the level of heart. Beyond that, to move above, the 4 level above requires breathing exercises. So the first exercise that we are going to do for breathing or prana kriya is called Bhastika. So now it's more subtle mind. So we're going from physical into what's called astral component of your body. So the breath stimulates the inner part of yourself, where your mind will become in control. So other things was to help your body, now your mind. Because if you have the control of your mind, then you're the master of yourself. No, at the moment people think they are masters, but 99% are actually slaves to their senses. They're not really masters. They are being fooled by their own self. So imagine the whole world is fooling them. That is what is called illusion and Maya. So breathe in through your nostrils, breathe out through your nostrils. As you breathe in, push your belly button out. As you breathe out, push your belly button in. Okay. These exercises are harder than physical exercises. And this is why these things are even they touch yourself even more deeply, because it's not easy. That's why most people don't do it even, because it's easy to do a walking exercise even. Okay, so we breathe in through our nostrils, breathe out through our nostrils. As we breathe in, we push our belly button out. As we breathe out, push your belly button in. You can use the help of your hand, so you can move it with your breath. It will just increase your intensity. If you can even do 5 minutes, you will start sweating. You can't do any physical exercise for 5 minutes, then you start sweating. It takes more, at least 15 minutes. High intensity exercise. Breathing 5 minutes, you will start sweating. Your body is heated up. Your Jatharagni, the power center, the sun of your body, is fully stimulated. That's why you become healthy. Okay, so that's called Bhastika. Now, next one is called Agnisar, Agni, fire, stimulation of your body. So breathe deep and then completely breathe out. When you have totally the air is out, hold your breath, then just hold it. So hold it as long as you can. Initially, you'll probably only do for 5 seconds. Don't worry about it. Then it goes 10, then slowly yogis become 1 minute. The Swami Dayanand used to be able to do for 30 minutes, 1 hour, he could hold his breath. So many times the Europeans wanted to kill him. So he had to hide underwater. For hours he could go, hold his breath. And when the brain is alive, the power of breath is unexplainable how it happens. But we can do at least slowly learn how to hold for, say, 20 seconds, say 30 seconds. It will be a lot. There'll be a lot of benefit for you. So breathe in, breathe out, hold the breath. push your belly button out and in. See, my belly button is going out and in, but I was holding the breath. When you get cut off, please rejoin. Just connect again. I'll come back again. So I think we'll have to find another system. This thing is now stopping me to continue. Okay, so after 10 minutes, it will cut off, then rejoin. One more time. Breathe deep, breathe all out, hold the breath. When you are holding, push your belly button out and in. Whatever you can do, just start doing it. It will take about a year slowly. Then you will be able to do it very nicely, synchronize it with your breath. Then we'll add a mantra on it. These are mantras which stimulate the deep part of you. Then start connecting you to Paramatma, Adi Shakti, what you believe in. There's no problem about what name and things go, as long as you understand that eternal energy, the eternal power of both. Breathe one more time. So that's called Agnisar. Right? Now we'll do Bahi. And we'll do Ujjayi Pranayam. Ujjayi Pranayam is very good for immune system. Okay. So you want immune system to help your body heal, doing all these things. You need cells, your army. This is very, very helpful. So you breathe in through your throat. So the breath is concentrated around your chest because thymus is here, immune cells are coming out here. And I told you the tapping exercises earlier, how to make sure you keep tapping, okay? Tapping yourself. It stimulates secretion of army of your body. Okay, so breathing like this. So you feel it. The vibrations, you'll feel it. It just sounds a bit odd, don't worry about it. But this is to make you feel the vibration yourself. Every breath is creating, and every asana that we did is creating that kind of vibrations inside your body. But this one actually helps you listen. You can hear it in your ears at least. Other ones you can't hear it. You can't hear your heartbeat even. You can't hear anything inside the body. There's so much happening. A small little car will make a lot of noise to even drive. But your body is driving without you can't hear any of those things. So the secret, the power is always in silence. Okay, so this is just to make you feel it, and the vibrations actually help stimulate your glands here. Okay, so the variation of it is to put chin on your chest and breathe again. Close your right nostril, breathe out to the left side. Do it every day. Ujjayi Pranayam, help your immune system. Most of the diseases happen in your body because your immune system becomes weak as you grow older. Because of the food that we eat, because we don't sleep properly. Okay. Next is called Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati is a breathing out exercise, so exhalation exercise. It's like that. So Kapal, your fontanelle being opened, metaphorically, as I explained last week. Your life is within your living period. You need to be able to reopen your top here, so that you communicate with the Paramatma. Not when you are dead, then we open your skull. It's too late. Within your lifetime, because you are a human, you need to move up. Up to 2 years, a child is communicating because the thing is open. That's why mother and father don't know why the child is smiling or what is they're doing, because they're communicating, physically communicating. But once it closes and the child is exposed to the culture, prevailing culture, TV, radio, house, they forget. They don't know what's happening. So the life is, again, this exercise is Patanjali Yoga of our Hindu Dharma has treaties. It's a written way to make sure within your lifetime you can reopen it actually and realign yourself and communicate. It's a beautiful thing. It's actually, once you just persist for a while, the peace, the beauty, the happiness, the success, and everything that and health you'll get is just unbelievable. But you have to, even to make a roti, you'll have to do something, right? It doesn't go in your mouth like that. Nothing comes to you. Just thinking and fantasizing. No, you have to do a little bit. If I fantasize, roti comes in my mouth, it won't happen. So we have to do little bit. And I can tell you one thing: we have to do 1/100th of the amount of effort that we put in to get a degree in our life. This requires 1,000th less than that amount of effort that we put to get some kind of little paper. And this is the real abundance of everything in here. Okay. So Kapalbhati, you need to sit straight, keep your back straight. You can get a chair, you can get anything you want to support yourself. And you can see my cat there. She likes to do it as well. My dog likes to do. Yeah. Fully every day I meditate. Every day they sit with me. Somehow they know something is good about it, but the human beings don't understand. Okay, so you can sit straight like this. You have support of your hand like that. Oh, if you are, after a while, when we do exercises, we make these muscles quite strong. That's why we can do breathing exercises. Otherwise, you'll have a lot of pain, which is okay. Slowly keep practicing, it will be okay. So breathing out. So I'm pushing my tummy in. By tummy in, I'm creating increased pressure, which is pushing on the lung, diaphragm, and lung is pushing every air out. In reverse, it creates a vacuum where oxygen is going in by passive manner. We are not focusing on breathing in. We are only focusing on breathing out. Okay, let's do at whatever rate you can do. You have to stop, but keep trying to be with me. Okay, because I'll keep doing it. I've been doing for many years, 20, 30 years now, 30 years. So you can't do it this way. It's very painful, but just keep treading along, keep doing. Have a break, come back again. Have a break, come again. At least on a Sunday, you will try to do it with me. But I won't stop either, because if I stop, then you won't do it. So I'll keep going for a while. You break, have a rest, come back again. Okay.